A big part of last session was the remainder of your journey to Draconia. After arriving in Draconia, you guys had made a couple new friends, one being Rava. As you guys kind of explored the city, you made your way up to the city leader's place. That was Carvix, and he basically gave you guys the directions to a dragon named Atlantygex, who probably had, if he didn't have your bow that you were looking for, he has a good idea of where it might be. Rava said that she would lead you guys to the dragon.
You're breaking up. I think we lost Canyon, guys.
We lost Canyon. We all leveled up.
I'm down.
Yeah, I concur.
Canyon,
of Draconia.
Oh, there he is. You're back.
Yeah, we lost you for a while there. You said we leveled up. That's all I heard.
Yeah, that was the last thing I heard too. Oh, is he gone again?
Just say something if you don't want us to level up, Canyon. All right, well, that's confirmation there.
He didn't say anything at all, so...
And it's recorded, even.
Yep. Proof. Contract is binding.
All right, I say that. It sounds like level 7 it is. I don't even know.
Just pick a high one.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Hi.
So far?
Let's see. I was doing your recap. What was the last bit that you guys heard?
Last part was Rava joined and was leading them to the dragon.
Yeah, and you guys were getting ready to head out of the city when John was stopped by a message from his father in his head. We'll have to circle back around to that when John is back. But while you guys were continuing your journey and entering into Draconia, Rain was doing a solo journey a little bit further to the east and basically came to the conclusion that she was going to try and meet you guys over at the next artifact. So she started heading that way with a new friend named Squill.
Love Squill.
Any questions about last week for anybody? You guys ready to start diving into this week?
I think I'm good.
Good.
Looks like I got here just in time.
Hey!
Yeah, just in time.
Just in time to be tossed.
Yep. Dust myself off and try to regain my dignity.
All right. So, as I said, we'll circle back around to Jean to kind of see what happens there with his message that he got from his father. But you might see him just a little either shaken or confused or hurt, probably all of the above and different reactions on his face, depending on how well you guys, can read him. But I will turn it over to you guys. You guys are making your way out of the city. Is there anything that you guys kind of wanted to hit, or you guys are trying to get out there and just go?
Personally, I say we make haste.
I would concur.
Giant earthquake a couple days ago. Yeah, shit's kind of bad right now. Probably not related to the end of the world. All right. So I think Rava could probably tell you guys that it is maybe about a day and a half's journey to the cliff face, and you guys have to kind of traverse the mountains, and you guys basically can just start heading out. As you walk out the city gates, you'll notice that there is this well-carved mountain path that, again, kind of like similar to the city structure. It almost looks like the stone was melted down by dragonfire and just, smoothed out. And the path is probably the best path that you guys have been on in your entire journey so far. The ups have, they get steep, but they've got these stairs almost cut in. Downs are similarly to that. You've got this stairway there. You guys currently are above like the tree line, so looking down, you can see like the trees below you, but it's still high altitude as well. Anything that you guys would want to talk about or ask of Rava as you guys are making your way out into the wilderness again?
Rava, I'd like to make one thing completely clear. I am really impressed with the craftsmanship of the roads. This has been the most peaceful moments of our venture so far.
I was going to say that. I was going to admire the stonework.
Well, I appreciate the compliment, but that was not something that I crafted myself.
Well, no, but your family.
Sound like you're underwater, Karasu. We didn't hear all of that.
Well, no, but your family, of course, your ancestors.
And we are very grateful for them for this, of course. I imagine you have all had some harsh travels.
It looks like Karasu has like a Nom flashback and he pauses. No, it's been rather mellow.
We've had our ups and downs.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder, then I will pray for your success in the future.
Many things.
But we have about a day and a half of travels ahead of us, so let us make haste.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was kind of conversation on the road as you guys are traveling throughout the afternoon. You guys had left, early afternoon, I would say, maybe around like 1:30, 2 o'clock. And as you guys kind of start making your way out, the first day, as I said, was super smooth, especially with how smooth that road was. And, traveling on through the end of the day and as the sun starts to set, you still can't see the ocean from where you guys are, but you can definitely start to smell like the salt air, the smell of the sea kind of drifting in with the different winds that are blowing over. But it is approaching dark right now. Are you guys camping for the night, or are you guys planning on pushing through? Is this a very fast journey, or?
Did we see any more kobolds since we've entered the city? Like how they were watching us before?
There was a bunch of them in the city that you would have seen, like mixed in with like the Dragonborns around, but they were kind of scrabbling around the alleys, and I'm not going to say that they're like the homeless people that you saw there, but more or less. Outside the city, at least at this altitude, you really haven't seen any sorts of signs of them. And if you were to ask this of Rava, they kind of stay down out of the mountains, more or less. They're a little bit more of like that river plains kind of leading up to the mountain heights.
I did want to ask Rava if they were dangerous to travelers at all.
Are they dangerous to travelers at all? Or do they just scavenge?
It's not a group of kobolds. Like, it's a maybe kind of a situation.
They are kobolds, so more than likely they will be too afraid to outright attack you, but it has happened in the past, yes. They usually prefer to scavenge.
You've actually heard of like some Dragonborns, leaning into that kind of cold aspect of that and like kind of starting their own groups of kobolds out in the wilderness. They never end successfully, but they try.
I'm embarrassed to say such a story, but some Dragonborn have gone out into the wilderness even to tame them under their cult.
I imagine that'd be quite difficult.
Sounds almost entertaining, though, to watch.
Well, as far as I know from my studies, kobolds think they are dragons, so you praise them as such, and I'm sure they'll do a lot for you. Especially from a dragonborn.
It's good to know, in case they give us some trouble. But I haven't seen them around here.
No, not in the mountains. However, since it is getting late, I would suggest we find a place to camp.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah,
It could be at a
I would
hurried
also
pace,
agree.
but maybe not a forced march.
And I'll keep an eye out for camp. Oh, look, there it is.
yeah. Raid's back.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Everything's great, you know. Save the world. I'm not possessed by
Hey,
a demon.
Zephyr's there. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, she's gone. On the donkey or mule.
Oh. Syphilis.
Sisyphus, he was a good lad.
Mm-hmm. Is it a comfortable temperature where we're at?
Did not hear you there. Are you
Yeah,
muted?
you might have been muted.
I would say so. You guys are pretty close to the coast where you're at. It's a little bit more humid than maybe that you're used to, Throgrim. But I would say it's probably 55, 60 degrees as the sun's setting, and then it probably is going to cool down to like 45, 50 overnight.
Hey, Canyon, I can't control my token. You got a second there?
It says that you should be able to.
Let me see if I just drag it off myself.
You're huge.
Well, it made it a generic token, but I can't resize it. I can move it, though. Can you resize it for me?
Let's see. About now.
That works. Thank you.
Cool. Bedrow over by the fire. I'm just gonna say
Yes,
Jean
please.
is just really lost in thought after his dad tried to talk to him earlier, and so he hasn't really said anything, and that's why he's being so quiet.
Rasu, seeing he's actually distraught, is gonna kind of give him space. Maybe not mess with him today.
I'm just gonna watch the fire and just kind of keep to myself for the night, I think.
All right. Well, if you guys need a long rest, go ahead and take your long rests on there. Let me pull up our most recent downtime activities and see what we had going on those. Karasu, I still had you as a blank on there. Jean was trying to do a spell into his spell book. Rain, you were learning Goblin from somebody, but we'll. Do you want to keep doing that with Squill?
Yeah, she'll keep that up.
Then how about for Rava? Is there anything in particular that you'd want to try and do with her? I can circle back if you want to think about it.
So, can you learn, like, a proficiency in a skill, or does it have to be a tool?
Let me look into that this week, and I'll get back to you.
Okay. Then I guess that, if she can. If not, then probably carousing. She'll offer to play dragon chess with somebody.
Gambling with you guys.
Yeah.
Well, Thegro's the one to beat.
Let us try a game.
Okay.
Karasu will basically just try to meditate zero in on the object as well as be sitting there mostly just praying to his goddess.
Now, you do know where the object is at this point, or at least a pretty good idea of where it might be. Do you want to keep doing that?
Oh, where was it? I was told either like the city or in the mountains last time.
They basically, when you were talking with the leader of the village, they basically said that the dragon is either going to have it or know where it is.
Oh, okay, never mind then. In that case, just communing with my goddess and just praying.
Cool. Anything in particular that you're praying for or about?
To relieve us of the issues with rain and still keep rain about. He's looking for guidance. And he won't find it, but he's just overall trying to like brainstorm into the ether to see if there might be a method to help. Because he knows inevitably she's gonna poof back again.
Roll me a religion check.
Roll 20s.
I think he said something about roll 20.
Yeah, sorry, roll 20 is being a little slow for me. Nat 1, like all my other religions. Watch. 13.
Decent.
I'd also like to think that Rava and Thorgrim are like comparing ceremonial notes of what, you know, they do for their different gods.
Yeah, that'd be something he'd be interested in. But first, he wants to see how this chess game goes.
Oh yeah, need a roll from Segro.
We'll just do. You rolled 9.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. 1 second. D20.
Woo!
Ooh, you finally beat Thegro.
You finally lost.
It was a close game, though.
Thorgrim's impressed. No one was able to beat him. Well, at least I wasn't able to.
Oh, it was a very close game. You are very good at this, Thegro.
Thank you. It is fun. I like this game.
I appreciate you playing with me.
Anytime.
All right. Any, you guys said that you wanted to compare notes on your different religious studies?
Yeah, just for fun. Oh, when I was younger in temple, they made us all have to wear very uncomfortable clothing and stand for hours. You know, in prayer.
Paylor was more of a personal thing than a ceremonious thing. A lot of people might find it odd that a dwarf would choose Paylor over Moradin. Is that the dwarf god name?
Yeah, I think you got that right.
Yeah. Where I still am somewhat of a follower of Moradin, but Paylor is the one I turn to for in life.
Well, I'm glad you were able to find somebody to brighten your days. The Platinum Dragon has been similar for me, although it, of course, as I said, they think it is in our blood, but I've always been able to find solace in his prayers.
yours are also happy.
Now, Throgrim, you've been recently kind of theorizing about the return of the gods. Is this something that you'd bring up in this conversation as well?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. So I asked like if she's heard about Bahamut. I keep wanting to call him Baphomet, but Bahamut. If they've seen sightings of him, or like if he's made his presence more known in any way. Because I tell her about well, did we even mention anything about the ooze to them, or were they aware of that?
No, not at all. Like, you haven't talked to them about that. You haven't really talked to them about King Koresh. You haven't really talked to them about the incoming war with the elves. Didn't really give them a heads up. Like, hey, there might be an army coming to attack you guys, but...
Well, yeah, with Throgrim and his ability to keep secrets, I imagine he would just start blurting that stuff out. Like,
our friend Reed is
about,
actually
like, our journey, like, what we've been doing so far with the ooze.
Do you talk about Rain too?
Yes. Where I don't say I think she's to be destroyed, but I do say like she just vanished and we haven't heard from her yet, or so. He doesn't even know if she's still alive.
Well, I have a few theories.
Do you mention though that like she's actually got the god apparently possessing her occasionally, or just that she's dealing with shit?
I don't think I say that because I don't think that was ever like truly confirmed that it was
that's
him.
true.
Like it was definitely something, but it was never...
I mean, I don't know, man. The painting episode and her poofing from, godly intervention is kind of a big deal.
Well, Pelor has many enemies, so there's a lot of them that would like try to mess with it. So
in that case,
her favorite song is Black Hole Sun.
Well,
I was painted black.
Right?
Yes. Well, I don't believe anyone is above redemption. If truly she is suffering, I'm sure that with friends and to help her, she could get through whatever trials are ahead.
The poor lass, she's definitely suffering. If only she would turn to Pelor's light. But have you heard of any Bahamut sightings?
I don't think it works that way. I mean,
I could argue Bahamut Silver as well, but Pelor's light will help her too. Then,
and I could suggest the Matron's Mercy.
Isn't that death?
Yes. But it's mercy from what's been taking over her, if that's the case.
I suppose that is up to her. But no, we have not seen specific sightings of Bahamut. Sometimes, though, I think I feel his presence. Just a little during prayers. But nothing substantial.
I think it's just a matter of time, but...
I hope so.
Part of me hopes I'm wrong, because if our good deities return, that's a sign that the betrayer gods are definitely about.
That would be a terrible thing. Let us hope it's just not the same way they were when the calamity struck.
Pelor defeated the Dark One before. He will do it again if necessary.
But how many lives must be lost in the process?
Throgrim doesn't have an answer for that. As many as needed.
Well, now you rather sound like you embrace the nature.
Oh.
Be careful now. Don't want your little god of light to be jealous.
Now, for Rava, you were rather
Oh,
a
we lost.
mountain and
Hold on. You cut out there. I didn't get part of that. Or most of it.
how about now? Better?
Yeah. Yep.
So with Rava at the top of the mountain, where she was, and just the way that city was built kind of into and like fused out of the stone of the mountain, Draconia really was not affected by the earthquake, but you do know about the earthquake. Is that a topic that you would bring up with these gents as well?
Yeah, probably. Have any of you felt that insane earthquake we had the other day?
Yes, about that. It wouldn't surprise me if the lass had something to do with it.
Why would she have anything to do with such a thing?
I don't know. Celestial hitchhikers and all.
Oh, could you explain?
Are you? You're messing with me, right?
Celestial hitchhikers.
God.
What?
You didn't... Okay. Well, clearly a demon doesn't possess that power, right?
I don't know. There's very powerful evil entities out there.
And, you know, if it was a demon, you think Palor might have maybe worked on it?
It's hard to say. He might be battling more than we know.
I mean, come on, man. I don't even follow your faith, and I have more faith in him than you.
Oh, I have
Well,
faith
that being
that
said,
he's
too-
definitely assisting in as much as he can.
Yeah, that being said too, I mean, you guys all would know that there is a divine gate out there that all of the gods are locked beyond. So that's something that's definitely affected their influence on the world in the past. Sometimes it fluctuates. Like right now, it seems like it's a little bit stronger, and that's kind of why Thorogrim has theorized that, hey, maybe they are coming back. But it's hard to say, especially with your guys' current knowledge of the world, you know?
Yeah. Doth, you're a learned man.
Yeah, a little bit.
What say you on the matter? Celestial hitchhiker or demon?
What would this be? I'm gonna roll a nature check for Doth. See what he thinks.
Just like hag. Clearly a hag. What?
It could be. There's the very powerful ones.
And he was also there the night that she had gotten more or less possessed. That's not one. I have no fucking idea. It's
Bad mushrooms.
That's still
Arthur,
pretty good.
are you
roll for
high?
one.
Drooling.
Yeah, that is a good roll for our fucking one. But, Rava will chime in like, well, it seems there's a lot about this poor friend of yours that I don't know or understand. If she truly is so vexed, I hope it is a demon and not something fouler.
Yes.
We'll probably never know. I have a feeling we'll never see her again. Poor lass.
What? If something has the power to poof her away, something has the power to poof her back and be like, hey guys, nothing happened.
Oh, why would it bring her back?
yeah, why would it want to bring her back? Isn't she doing stuff for it?
Wouldn't we be the main objective of it? Like the counterbalance of it? Does no one find it weird or suspicious we're on a quest for the gods and then we have a girl in our group who's like bleeding black blood, like speaking in demon and like, you know, defacing holy relics. That you don't think at any point we could become opposition?
Nah, that's good.
Well, we'd have to see her again before anything like that happened.
I am with idiots. I love you all. I have to go. He's gonna go off.
If she just poofs back, I will apologize to you, but I think she's gone forever.
Just Jean sulking in the corner.
Well, remember, Frogrim thinks like they never got together, so he thinks like,
Even
well,
when
he wasn't
told.
interested, so...
Even when told, he's like, no, that didn't happen.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. But, yeah, Rava is just like, well, this is an interesting conversation. Should I be worried some black blood bleeding girl is going to poof back and kill me while I sleep?
It's a possibility, but she's also not that bad of a person.
Doth will just look over at you and just be like, that's why I got the shell.
Ah, well, remind me to pick one up when I can at market.
They sell turtle shells in the markets of Draconia?
I was joking, dear Doth.
Oh, I was going to say, we almost had a problem there.
No. We sell turtle. Fuck! I fucked this up. We sell turtle toes instead.
He just lights you on fire.
Yeah. I was gonna say turtle penises, but then I realized I'm not playing Anaya. I'm playing Rava.
No turtle dicks here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Go ahead and take up your long rests, guys, and you sleep rather soundly through the night. Does anybody run like a guard or anything through the night?
Yeah, I'd imagine we take turns watch.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, especially after talking about someone possibly poofing in and bleeding on us.
Nobody poofs in overnight.
I'll take first watch.
It's a rather uneventful watch, more or less. Like, there's really not too much that happens. It's rather peaceful night. And the following morning, no change in the road. It's just that path that kind of runs down to the ocean. And you guys head out. What'd you guys have for breakfast today?
I don't even know what we have.
Rations.
Yeah.
Salt beef.
Yeah.
Roots that we dug up. Maybe some
Well, I
berries.
come from a fancy family. Do I have like fancy rations?
You actually have the, like, what's it called? The dried soup?
Yeah, she's got a bunch of astronaut food, like the freeze-dried packs. Just add a little pea and it's good.
Oh, God.
So I would assume Rava is probably taking the lead on the day then, right? Since she knows where she's going?
Probably.
Cool. Yeah, just
I will
lead
just
the way. Oh, go
play
ahead.
support behind her.
Awesome.
Kind of scout.
You guys begin your descent and you start going down the mountainside, and about mid-morning you start hitting like that tree line, and as you guys are kind of winding this switch back down the mountainside, and you start to see out in the distance, this is your like blue, just beautiful ocean out in the distance. The sun is just shining a little bit off of it. You can see little waves breaking out in the very far end, but being at your vantage point as high up as you are, it's almost like you can just see forever out onto the horizon. And you continue on and work your way down, and as you guys start approaching some coastal cliffs, you hear out in the distance a help me, help me.
I'll rush over and see who's shouting for help.
Karasu's just sitting there like, yes, in the middle of nowhere. When someone yells help, we go look. He's got his bow out.
Yeah, and making your way up all the way to the cliff face. You hear the sound of somebody shouting. It sounds like they're down lower on the cliff, but go ahead and roll me a perception check, see if you're able to pick up on them. Not bad. Program not good.
Oh, definitely not. It was a 2, luckily, not a 1. So I don't just walk over the cliff.
Pretty much everybody but Throgrim is able to kind of pinpoint this shouting, and then making your way over to the cliff face about 15-20 feet down, it looks to be a young dragonborn boy. Maybe it's hard to estimate. I'd say Rava, since you know dragonborns a little bit better than the others do, you would probably say that he's maybe around 7 or 8 years old, and he is very distraught. He's crying. He looks to be kind of trapped on like a little ledge about 15-20 feet down from the edge of the cliff and thousands of feet up. Not thousands, but like 800.
Child, what are you doing down there?
You see my dad?
Is he down there with you?
Oh, he was up there, but we got attacked. We got attacked, and he told me to come down here, and I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him. I haven't heard him all day.
I take it there's no dragonborn around here, so...
No.
Is he speaking Draconic?
I would say yes.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Does anyone have a rope so we could bring the child up? He says his father should have been up here and they were attacked.
Do we have rope long enough? You said it was hundreds of feet.
No, he's hundreds of feet from the bottom, only about 15 to 20 feet down.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, just...
I should have rope. Or I do have rope.
Alright.
Right? Does one of you go down to grab the kid, or do you just drop the rope down and have him try and climb up on his own?
If no one else volunteers, I will do it, but I have all my armor, so she would recommend...
I can certainly try.
Yeah, someone else maybe go and... she'll, try to help, tie off the rope and pull them up as they go.
Yeah. No offense,
Yeah,
Thagro.
I can definitely help with pulling.
Yeah, I think you're better up here. I slap your bicep.
Then perhaps Karasu can go and fetch the child?
Acrobatics.
Off. I'll tie off the rope around the tree or something.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I tie a good enough on me so I don't go the way of the Zephyr.
Well, he didn't actually die that way. He got stabbed, but...
By a prissy elf. But no, yeah, he's gonna tie himself up pretty good and then kind of rappel down the cliff cautiously.
Awesome. Yeah, just an acrobatics roll from you, please. I would say at advantage with everybody kind of helping you and holding the rope and...
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. You're able to go down and, kind of tie the kid up and grab the kid, and they pull you back up, and you see that this kid, he is also a silver dragonborn. Like I said, he's 7 or 8 years old. Rain, I would say that you probably do recognize this kid too. His name is... Lassix.
Oh, that's a name.
Elastics? Okay.
No, Lassix. Sorry,
just
that... Yeah.
Lasix, listen.
You need to work on your eyes.
Are you alright? You said your father was attacked. What attacked you?
Oh no, they had wings and big sharp teeth and claws. They were really really scary.
Right? Attempt to make a nature, I guess?
Yeah,
Right.
me too. I'm thinking either harpy or demon with that
Yeah, I
vague
was thinking,
description.
I was thinking like harpy.
No, I'm like, yep, it's obviously a bat that he's talking about.
Yeah, I'd say for Karasu, you maybe have the sense that these guys might be harpies, just from the little that was described to you.
Did they sing, young one?
Yeah. That's when my dad told me to go down the cliff.
Okay, we're dealing with harpies. Everyone plug your ears.
Herpes.
Yes, herpes. Just as bad. Just as contagious.
Yeah, they're always around.
Just waiting to show
The
up.
gift that keeps on giving. No, a harpy. RP. But I would everybody maybe plug your ears or something.
Oth pulls out 2 mushrooms and puts them into his ears.
Yeah, Karasu will kind of do the same.
Oh, you want some mushrooms?
Oh, yes, if you have more.
Oh, I've got tons. He starts pulling out just like shitloads of mushrooms from his bag.
Thank you, Doth.
I
will-
strongly
I would like some mushrooms also, please.
Oh, here you go. Mushrooms for
Thank
you.
you.
Mushrooms for you.
So I'm going to start tying us all together with the rope.
What's
Okay.
this
Then
for?
make the motion like if you start to walk off, we'll know. Like, oh, maybe you heard the song.
Currently, especially with your perception checks, like Throgrim, you heard somebody humming earlier when you guys were all walking along, so you think that maybe that was the song. But everybody else, it's dead quiet out here. Like you hear like little bits of bird song, maybe at the very far distance, waves breaking, but there's no music that you guys hear.
I will also stuff the child's ears and just tell him, like, always stay next to me, right behind me. Do not go anywhere else, okay? Before I stuff his ears, I tell him that. And I will make sure to hold his hand while we walk so that he's always close.
Where are you guys walking to at this point?
You said someone heard the humming. Do we still hear that?
No, that was just you randomly because you rolled that really low, like,
Okay.
terrible roll. So you thought you heard humming and like you're like looking around, and, like punched John in the arm
I
because he
was
was
breathing real heavy.
Well, before we continue, should we try to find these harpies? Perhaps we could save the child's father. I hope... Does Lasix... He probably speaks common.
Yeah, he would.
I'll say this quietly
so
with the
funny.
group a little off so that, you know.
Yes, we have to attempt to help the boy's father.
I agree.
Rasu, do you want to roll me an insight check?
Ooh.
Especially with your, tracking survival kind of a background, you scout around the area and it's very hard to find tracks. With your insight, knowing that these are winged creatures, hard to say where they picked him up and flew off to. Talking with Lasix, he doesn't really have an idea of where his dad went. And there's a high possibility that he's already dead.
He's gonna be like sitting there. Hey, Rava,
Yes.
can you come here for a moment?
I'll probably give Lasix's hand over to Throgrim and head over.
Yeah, I'll watch the boy.
What is it?
He's gonna squat down and point to the ground and act like he's talking about tracks. Do you know much about the harpies?
Not much except for their songs are deadly and they are winged, so they must fly.
They could carry you, probably, if they really wanted to. All that plate armor and everything. And they work fast. I don't want to be that one who says it in front of the lad, but Pops is probably past tense by now. Well, I'm being honest. No direction because they fly, and they're not one to toil.
She just nods in understanding. Perhaps if we're lucky, Atlantygex might know where their nest is. And if it isn't too far, I'd still like to check for the sake of the boy. But I understand.
I agree.
For now, I think our best bet is to continue our journey.
Yes. And I agree. I mean, there's no harm in evening the playing field. They take one of ours, we take all of them. It's only fair.
They are monsters. It's not as though we are trading with some sort of thieves.
He nods, points at his bow. This is for monsters. And then just smirks.
That a line from Witcher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Points at his sword. This is for men. For monsters.
She'll just kind of nod her head. You know, she understands you're wave traveler person, so after that she'll return to the group and get Lasix again, and she'll explain to him we're going to hunt down for these harpies, but in the meantime we are also going to go to see Atlantygex and hope that perhaps he can help. Do you understand?
The kid just kind of sniffles and wipes his nose.
You're going to be such a brave boy, though. And she'll kneel down and wipe his tears and just be, you are very lucky because you are a silver dragonborn like me. You know what that means? That means the blood of Bahamut is in you. And with
Really?
that, yes. And with that, he will protect you. He will use me to protect you, and I will make sure no harm comes to you, alright?
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
Karasu will pat him on the shoulder and awkwardly look around and look down at him and smile and go, every good hero's story starts with a horrible origin, so don't worry, young lad. You'll be strong and brave and protect others.
Horrible origin, what?
Nothing, never mind.
Oh my God.
You're doing good, lad. He's gonna give him an awkward thumbs up.
Rava
Not
just gives
good
him a
with children.
sharp look, stop.
He's like, sorry, I am not good with children. I spent a couple decades alone in the middle of the Fae.
Do your best not to talk to this one then, huh?
Yes, I tried. He smiles awkwardly and walks off.
And with that, I'll take his hand and start continuing our journey.
All right. Making your way at this point in time, the trail kind of splits just a tad. One of them goes down towards the beach, which the kid will tell you, Lasix will tell you that he was down there fishing with his dad this morning. The other one kind of splits to the right and kind of runs a little bit more along the top of the cliff, and that would be the way that you would know to get to Atlantygex.
And we go upwards and onwards.
Continuing down that path towards the right, and kind of, I guess this would be southwest overall. You guys start making your way there, and you really don't hear that song that you had been worried about along the journey, and you guys travel for the better part of the day. You really don't see any sorts of signs of the harpies other than what had happened earlier. And as you guys kind of continue your journey, as the sun starts to set, you see that glow, that orange glow over the ocean out in the distance, and you'll see a little further up in the distance what looks to be like a really well cut out kind of a like little stairway that goes down a bit into the cliff, and then in the cliff side there is a rather large cave.
I feel like on the way, as we were getting closer, she would try to talk to the others, like, do your best not to offend him. He, like I said, it's not as though he eats people for fun, but he is still a dragon, and he could kill us with a look. I say that quietly away from the kid.
Oh, yeah, it's obviously I'm not going to be the one speaking here. You are.
Just try to show respect, and he should receive it well. There's like probably a bit of nervousness with her confidence too. You know?
By the way, you see Karasu when you say try to show respect, he is biting his lip to where it's slightly bleeding. And then he just nods. In his head, he's like, of course, I respect all animals of the kingdom, but he's like, I'm not gonna say this.
Lower a dragon to animal.
Rather exciting to meet a dragon. You only ever hear stories about them, and
yes, we are blessed to have him in this area here.
Yeah, Rava, I would
prideful.
say... Rava, you would probably have met multiple dragons just because, I mean, it's Draconia. They fly in and out of there all the time. So this isn't going to be probably your first rodeo. And then remind me, have you gone out on this journey before to visit Atlantygex? Or was it just your dad, or did you go with your dad maybe?
Maybe I probably went with Dad, because I feel like that makes sense anyway, as I'm more than likely going to be inheriting the clan leadership role, so I feel like that would be something he'd want to bring me to meet, you know, this crazy dragon.
That is at least until he finds out about your relationship.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that yet, so...
uh-oh.
No, everything's fine, guys. There's nothing to worry about. My family is perfectly fine.
All good. All good. Oh, great.
But yeah, with that, she'll lead the party onwards towards the cave, and if there's any particular way we're supposed to approach, you know, like let him know we're coming so he doesn't get spooked and fry us, or whatever the breath he has.
Dragons like to be complimented, like, you know,
I would say
scales, or
I would say there's like a gong, kind of like a thing, kind of up at the
doorbell,
top, like where the stairway kind of descends down. There's like a gong and a big like wooden mallet to hit it to kind of alert him to let him know that somebody's coming.
Yeah. Okay. And then with Thorgrim, I would say he would. I think most dragons do enjoy compliments, but some of them are smart enough to know you're just trying to get on their good side, so make sure it's a real compliment if you plan to give it to him.
And this dragon doesn't like compliments or small talk or, you know, any of that.
Who is going to represent us?
Her?
Well, I will give introductions.
Program.
I will give introductions, but it is your artifact that you are looking for, is it not?
Oh, then I guess I will. I'll talk.
True.
Everybody stand 20 feet away from me to the left.
I will cast guidance on Karasu.
Much appreciated.
So I'm assuming that you guys are ringing the gong and then starting to make your descent down to the king.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who hits the gong? Just curious.
I would if no one else, unless someone was like, "Ooh, can I try?" You know. Then
I don't know why, but I pictured Stegro wanting to do that. For
I would happily hit a gong.
Yeah.
Alert him for us, Thagro. The whole island, everybody in the kingdom knows where we're at.
And then I will pass him the hammer.
Hammer good. Just for fun, can I roll a strength check?
Sure, yeah. Sarah, do you have a gong sound?
I don't think I do.
I'm actually a little bit scared.
Now I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
don't roll one. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's not as high as I was hoping, but I'll take it.
You should have
That would be the
raged before. Oh,
I have big impact. There, that's
Hit it
close
with like
enough,
a
right?
24 and just like shake the island.
Oops.
Yes, exactly that.
And then, yeah, I'll lead the way down into the cave.
Oh, it's more like this right here. That's Thegro. All right. Oh, I thought I had one for this. 1 second. There we go. And 1, 2. John is still with you guys, too, by the way. He's just not saying much.
He's chilling near Doth.
Oop, Rain's not there.
He accidentally got high on Doth's mushrooms.
You're like just picking the ones that are growing off of his shell. Right, I think I got everybody on here.
oh, all the way down there. Okay.
All right. And you guys make your way down to the cave entrance, and you are not greeted by a dragon. Working your way a little bit further into the cave, how far do you guys go?
Like, I don't know, I'll go up there.
Yeah. Like you like actually go inside and
Yeah.
start scouting around.
Isn't my spider senses tingling at all? Like
Nope.
something feel off not seeing the giant dragon?
No, not necessarily.
Be good to be out hunting at the moment.
As you guys begin to kind of enter into this large open chamber in here, you'll notice that it's just absolutely full of different treasures, just all over the place. There's gold, there's different magic weapons. There's a bunch of just just treasure all over the fucking place. Gems. I would say there's even some fine art all over the place that Thorogrim catches your eye for sure.
Program, you do not touch a dragon's hoard.
I know, I'm not going to touch it. But he does have some very nice pieces of art.
Let me ask first for, godly artifact before you offend him with art.
I'm not going to ask a dragon for art.
Okay, good. We have found your limits.
Dragon.
This is a positive. I thought you had none.
Well, do you think he would mind if I took a closer look?
Yes, he might. Like I said, you don't touch a draconic hoard.
I'm not going to touch it, but look at some of these art pieces.
He's just over there, my
almost-
precious.
Yeah.
It's almost made like it's in a museum too. So if you went over to the art section, you could start walking around. It looks very well maintained, especially for a dragon. the gold is kind of stacked in a big pile over there, but like some of like the more fancy artifacts, they're in like not a glass case, but like a little pedestal of some sort. All of the art is kind of like up on one of like the cave walls. There's a few statues over there, so you can go through and like look at like the 10 paintings that he's got.
I don't think he would mind.
If he allows it.
No, I don't think he would mind you looking. I mean, obviously, as he said, don't touch, but...
Yeah, I'll go up and look at the art pieces and like look back at the elves and again, like as I'm studying him and be like, and like stroking his beard like he's really examining him. Like
we all know you have no idea what you're looking at.
What do you mean? It's obvious. Like this.
Who's the artist?
Whatever the painting's depicting.
What is it depicting?
It's probably something abstract, like some modern art piece, and he's just like, yes, I see.
You're like, It's Always Sunny in Philly. I'll take that one too. That's the fan. Of course it is, but look at the struggle.
Yeah, the air conditioner.
Yeah.
But we're all just breathing air. Like,
yeah.
It's such a good show. But
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's probably some abstract piece, and like he has he doesn't even like it, but he doesn't want to admit it.
This dragon has poor taste.
He's got like some impressionism too. Like there's some that look like a little bit more like that, like Monet style. For sure. There's a few like oil paintings. There's a couple portraits. You have no idea who the fuck that portrait is of, but it's apparently somebody that was cool, or like the art was good, or like there's a reason that it's here, Quite a few landscapes, with different like styles.
Would the portrait be anybody I know? Like a dragonborn of some sort?
It's not of a dragonborn. It looks to be an elf.
Oh, okay.
Is it somebody I would know?
You can roll me a check of some sort. Probably history?
Yeah, you said like, portrait as an offshoot, Canyon, but now you're going to give us the history and the story of this random picture.
Well, he doesn't recognize them.
Oh, yes, a Cumberpatch, of course. No, I'm kidding. I'm just going to respectfully be kind of kneeling in meditation, kind of off his grand little circular area, just waiting for him.
And after, I'd say 15, 20 minutes of you guys kind of hanging out, exploring, and looking around, you will hear the beating of wings, and then from the cave entrance, he just kind of soars in right over your guys' head and kind of lands in the middle of the room and will look majestically down at you. Oh.
Atlantygex, and she will bow. Or kneel, if that's the more proper thing to do. Whatever the most proper thing to do is.
Yeah, Doth, picking up on your cues, starts to bow as well. I think Jean, too, with his formality that he has, he'll probably incline his head, not a full bow, since he's got that noble vibe, But he'll do that little indication of bowing. Thegro, do you bow, or do you kind of just stand with your arms on your hips and...
We'll be polite and I will bow.
All right.
It has been many years.
Will bow, stand up.
And in a loud voice that almost echoes throughout the entire chamber, he'll say, "Welcome. I am Atlantygex."
It has been many years since I have last seen you. Thank you for allowing us to enter your home.
His big dragon head will kind of come over and give you like a sniff. Ah, Rava. It is good to see you again as well.
And she'll incline her head a little. I mostly come, though, because these new travelers to Draconia are in need of aid, and we hope that you would be able to help find an object they are looking for.
Ooh, real quick, I forgot to mention one piece of art that was actually rather important. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I need to take a picture for it.
It's outside. It's like Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
And he just wants to flex more photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, in order to get this, you must barrel over the edge.
Yeah, I will say this one is not going to be nearly as impressive, but it is definitely distinct. It's over in the art section, and it looks kind of like. Have you guys ever seen like one of those big like Mayan calendars carved out of stone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks like that.
By the way, this is like the greatest song ever for this moment.
Could change it to mystery.
Yes.
That didn't send. Try again.
I do not see Sun God calendar.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Looks
kind of looks like
ominous.
that.
One of
Those
them
look
looks
like
like they're doing
chains.
a very dirty action.
Yes, you see your sex art over there about the future. No, I'm kidding.
Don't judge my stick figures, guys.
Sorry.
It looks like they're all getting ready. The ultimate gang up.
Sorry, what was your last question for Atlantygex, or what was your last statement? Do you remember?
I had said that these travelers have come far to look for an artifact, and we were hoping that you could help them find it. And I sort of gestured towards Karasu, and I'll add, like, this one's name is Karasu. He is the one seeking the item.
He'll turn his
Karasu.
big dragon head over towards you.
Karasu will kind of take that half step forward and then be like, "My lord, I will say I am sadly not the best at conversation, so I do apologize. Isolation does that, but we are, as crazy as this sounds, tasked by the gods to stop a world-ending event. And Lord Corellon has gifted me a vision of his bow, which is in Draconia. And we were wondering if by chance you may have an idea maybe where?"
Quick point of clarification. Corellon is not necessarily like a male figure on there, so I don't know that it would be Lord Corellon. But with that statement, he will kind of gesture with his tail over towards one of like the little pedestals and kind of like the corner. Let's call it like over here. And on that, you do see what looks to be a very, very well-made bow. And he'll say, "Do you mean Corellon's bow?"
Yes. Also that painting over there. Is that a prophecy by chance?
He'll nod the big dragon head and say, "Indeed. And I have also seen dark tidings. On my flights earlier and after the earthquake the other day, I've done some exploration. And in the west, there is a very concerning darkness rising."
That's the elves.
The elves are actually to the east. The west is kind of new for you guys.
Could you elaborate? Mighty dragon.
I've not flown as far along the coasts all the way to it, but there's basically a pillar of darkness that's just rising up to the atmosphere.
Well, all right. So, about your picture, the one in the middle, is there any salvation other than the purity of death for that person?
Unfortunately, I do not know.
Understood. Because we may know somebody who kind of fits that image. And of course, the most awkward moment of this entire thing, and I apologize because I know not how to beseech you accordingly. Would I by chance have that bow? Please. And he's just smiling. I don't know how to ask for this. I apologize.
You know the history of Corellin and the bow?
I saw visions of it, and I'll tell him what I saw.
So he'll go on to describe a little bit of history for you that you may not know. The bow was not originally Corellin's. It belonged to a mortal that Corellin had been involved with in the time before the calamity. They had fallen in love and had been together for a while, and at a certain point during the early wars between the betrayer gods and the prime deities, her lover was killed ultimately, and Corellin took up their bow and went to go and hunt down Grumsh, who killed her and shot out the eye of Grumsh. What not a lot of people know about that person who was in love with Corellin is that they had an opportunity to cheat death. Nobody really knows their name or this story. But Atlantygex, because he's lived for so long and actually lived pre-calamity, will tell you that person eventually cheated death and became a goddess of death, and that Corellin and the matron are now kind of beyond the gate and are able to live together, but they have to be separate because one has to kind of focus on light and life and the other one kind of has to focus on death.
Oh, well, bloody hells. I guess this makes a hell of a lot more sense. Oh, I don't want to sound crass or anything, but I follow the matron. That's why I was really confused about this bow, if I'm being honest. Now it all adds up.
A tragic story.
Indeed.
It is. It is. I feel kind of bad now. I apologize, Erlon.
Gods work in mysterious ways. And he'll also, because he's had this forever, will be able to kind of tell you about it as well. I'll have to add this into your inventory sheet later, but this is also another one of like those vestiges of divergence where it has, multiple states, the dormant, the awakened, and the exalted state. In the dormant state, undead have disadvantage on attacks against you, and you have advantage on attacks against undead. It's also going to give you a +2 to your dexterity when you attune with it as well. That's the dormant state. Once it becomes in its awakened state, it actually gives you a +3 to your dex. Critical hits against undead up to CR 10 have a 50% chance of instantly killing that target. Ooh. And then in the exalted state, it gives you a +4 to your dex. It gives you a free cast of Turn Undead that has a DC of 15, and any of the failures are destroyed instantly. And this one's kind of a fun one right here, where during the turn that somebody dies during, whether it's a friend or an enemy, you can see and speak to that spirit leaving the body as they die for the rest of that turn.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, it sounds cool, but it's also scary that you're giving us such powerful artifacts.
Hey, you still got to level them up. They're all still at that kind of dormant state right now, but we'll see what happens as time goes on. Not terrifying at all, right? You don't have to fight a god or multiple.
Right?
Yeah, easy game.
Karasu's just like,
And he will
kind
of indicate to you that you are able to lift it up and grab it and take possession. And he'll turn to you guys and say, "This concerns me quite a bit. And with you potentially knowing Dark One, might I assist you on your journey further?"
I would not turn that down. I'm being honest. And many thanks, by the way. He'll bow, like, head to the knees.
If you are a part of this prophecy, then he'll look over to you, Thegro, and back to you, Karasu, and say, "It looks like you have 2 of the needed artifacts. Do you know where the remainder are?"
Idea. He'll pull up the map.
We know one is possibly in the ocean to the east.
And any of you guys traverse the ocean?
Well, we had a shortcomings of it, and then the earthquake hit, and decided we were going to be land-dwelling again.
That might be a problem.
One other thing before you take them where they need to go. Do you know where any harpy nests are in this area?
Several, unfortunately.
Nah. She'll just kind of like look towards the boy, you know, because I'm sure he could understand her grave look after.
He goes inside your head and starts communicating to you, and he says, "Is that not your child?"
No, this one we found on our way here. His father was abducted by harpies, and I was hoping... I know the possibility is slim he's alive, but I was hoping to find him and bring him back to the boy.
That would make an ass out of me for making assumptions, I guess. I thought you were just bringing your child here to visit me like your father brought you. Apologies. But,
No, I have a much more complicated situation in that regard. And I was hoping
but also in your head, I don't know if you caught that last bit, but he's like, you know his father's probably dead, right?
Yes, I do, but there's always hope. And since you can talk to me in my mind, I was also wondering if you possibly would have any advice for mending the violence between my clan, Carvix, and the clan of Atlantygex. We are both very strong clans, but our rivalry sometimes leads to a lot of pain.
So yeah, you're probably gonna need to repeat like all that. My bad.
Oh, that's okay. She was saying, at first I understand the child's father is probably dead, but there's always hope. But also, since you're in my head and I can ask you this, I was hoping you had some advice to heal the rivalry between the clan, Carvex and clan Atlantygex.
I think for him, he's probably one of those that I'm not going to say he's racist because he's there. Like, it's not like race thing, but like there's always conflict between the types of dragons, right?
Yeah, chromatic versus metallic colors. Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily see an end in sight, unfortunately, right now. And then with that, he'll give you a kind of an idea of where all these different harpy nests are kind of along the cliff face, but he'll also say, do not go alone.
I won't. Thank you for your help, of course. And then, not wanting to interrupt that everyone else was talking, since this was only in our... Suddenly, me and this dragon just stare at each other, sensually.
Crossie's like, oh, you're doing the thing.
And then she'll kind of look back at the party.
Can I ask how he got the bow? I'm curious.
I could take a guess at that. If I was a god leaving behind an artifact, I would probably want the strongest, no offense, scariest being in the region to probably guard it.
I found it after the calamity, and the gods had to leave this world. And as you can see, I've been working on my collection, and he'll proudly turn around and show off all of his artifacts and art and shit that he's got kind of saved up over time.
Oh, yes. Very impressive. It'd make
Rossi's
a Kingdom of Dwarfs jealous.
Rossi's gonna smirk and slowly head tilt towards Thorogrim. What do you make of this one, Thorogrim? I admire it. It's brave and bold, right? He's gonna point at the one that Thorogrim was staring at for a long time that he didn't like.
Yes, it's very brave and very bold. Mm-hmm.
What's the emotions that draw out of you while looking upon this canvas?
I thought
Curiosity.
this one was more subtle.
Curiosity just smirks. Subtle indeed.
This one helps me to relax.
Well, art is all about how it makes the observer feel. It could be different per person, yes.
Now, I like you, Rava. Do not defend him. He's had this coming. He just laughs.
Oh. She just looks a little like, oh, I definitely stepped in on something I don't know, and kind of just...
He just laughs like, I'm kidding. Now, you said that you were willing to assist us. How about might you do that? Beyond what you have already done for me.
I lost Canyon for a moment.
Canyon, no! I heard him say we all leveled up.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, Canyon?
Yes, you did.
Set up a hotspot
there
on
we
my
go.
phone, but I haven't heard any of that for like the.
Right, Canyon? Just say yeah.
You'll have to repeat.
It's something level up. That's what I heard.
I heard you say we leveled up before you cut out.
Yep, me too.
Well, I was going to give you guys a level up at the end of this session, but now.
Yeah, now it's 2 levels.
I would, basically what I said, I don't know how much you heard, was I besides what you have already done greatly in assisting us with letting me use this holy relic, how else were you thinking of assisting us?
Well, if I could travel with you, I could prove a valuable ally in combat, but...
Oh, that I do not doubt.
A resource for world history as well, and as you can see, I've got these wings. I can fly and carry heavy loads.
I just feel terrible about asking you to do all that, though.
You didn't ask, though. He offered.
That's true. That is true. Do you think you could help us maybe get this young lad to the city? I don't know how long he's been out and without shelter or rest or supplies.
Man, we didn't offer him any food.
I think Rava totally would have. No, I feel like Rava would have.
He's like, please, sir, I'm so hungry. Not now, lad.
The grown-ups are
Hold on, I'm
talking.
enjoying the portable soup.
I'm sure he would have
Right,
told
yeah.
us if he was hungry too, but...
It's like, here, what's that? It's a harpy leg. Now you could do to them what they did to your dad.
Jesus.
My dad? What? No, they ain't my dad.
That would be trauma right there. Every superhero origin comes with a traumatic backstory, buddy.
Yeah, he's devastated if you actually tell him.
Oh, God, no.
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 Rava will when they are safe and somewhere else.
Make your dad do it.
It's like, hey, can you help this young lad?
Hey, Dad.
I didn't have the heart to tell him.
Well, now you get to, because you're the leader. Here you go.
Honestly, good plan. Not bad at all.
And when he gets
All
mad,
right,
I'll
so
just give
I
him
suggest
those.
we get the young one back.
Well,
Well, do you want to fly tonight, or is this a tomorrow problem?
how long
I
would
think
it
we
take for
could.
you to fly?
For him, probably an hour to Draconia. No. Let's call it like 3 or 4 hours.
Okay. Perhaps tomorrow. Would you be so upset if we were to spend the night inside your cave?
Not at all. I enjoy having guests.
Wonderful. Good I play dragon chess against a dragon.
I loved dragon chess when I was younger, but it's been such a long time. And he'll just like snap, like he doesn't actually like physically snap, but like there's a sound of a snap, and you see his giant dragon form start shifting, like the floor starts like billowing around in like a circular pattern, like there's wind going around, and like a bit of like a flash of light, you'll see what looks to be an elven man standing there, looking at the picture, the portrait up on the wall that Karasu was interested in earlier. This is the portrait of him, and he's wearing what looks to be like wizard type robes. Very fine, very fine. And they match his coloration too. Which I believe was
Bronze.
no, bronze.
Well, we do not have to play, but...
Oh, I just changed my form for no reason, then we're playing chess.
Karasu's like, that is a mighty fine form, as he says in like Elvish.
Yeah, he was too big to play with chess.
No.
Like trying to pick up the little chess pieces with his dragon claws would be...
That would be
I think-
funny. Like
yeah,
he's
no,
just
that makes
carefully
sense.
like pitching it.
Yeah, just like... It's like playing
Accidentally knocks the
Operation.
whole board over whenever he's losing. Like, oops.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That was an
shoot.
accident.
But she'll set up a, her dragon chess set and try to go into playing it.
Awesome. You rolled a 7.
Come on. Yes, I beat a dragon.
Karasi will give him advantage. Have you thought about this play?
Oh, that was terrible. Why'd you tell me to do that?
Karasi just looks. I did inform you that I was antisocial for a couple centuries, right?
Give me the bow back.
He lowers his head and hands over the bow.
No, he's totally kidding. Totally kidding.
Yeah, he just laughs. Karasi's like, oh, yes, this will be so much fun now.
I love that.
Edro, did you want to take your turn against the dragon or against Rain again to try and get your, your winning streak back?
He's too scared now that I beat him.
Who, me?
You might be muted if you're trying to respond.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I guess that would be my turn. Hold on one sec. Sorry. Come on, you.
Now, did you want to play against Rain or did you want to play against the dragon?
Rava.
I'll play against the dragon.
Right.
All right, Rava, let's settle up.
No, you want to play against me as well?
Sure.
Yeah, Thegro beat the dragon too.
Yeah, the dragon's not very good.
Not at Dragon Chess, no. He also did admit that it's been probably 300 years, 400 years since he's played Dragon Chess.
Apparently
Since he's on the
Rava
again.
is just really good at this game.
Well, you are quite adept at this. I am apparently out of practice. Too much time playing with myself, I guess. Oh, that sounded terrible. I mean, well, yeah, essentially playing with myself because I had no friends.
Keep it to yourself. We don't want to know.
Oh, but you do. Don't lie. He laughs.
That
Why
was
am I
such...
picturing Throgrim like taking the little dragon kid, the Lasix, over to like the art and like trying to give him an art education?
Yes, yes. As literally Karasi was elbowing our new friend, like, you have to listen to this.
Dragon's playing chess. That's too good to pass up. But yeah, like his love for art's rather a new thing. So,
But Rava's just like, wow, I've never had so much range of emotions in one short 20-second conversation. Thank you for the game, so that was fun. Would you like to Throgrim? Since I'm apparently playing everyone else.
Yes.
Can Throgrim make a comeback?
I'm swapping over to my phone real fast. Gotta run to the store really quick.
Okay.
Throgrim is not good at dragon chess.
You can still roll a 1.
At least he didn't roll a 1.
Yeah, that's true. Who knows what would have happened?
Lasix will be like, I want to play.
Okay. Let's see. I will actually probably let the child win, though.
I was going to say, what a dick move, just beating the shit out of a kid who just lost his dad
Look, I
earlier.
just wanted to see if I could, but, I can, thankfully, so. After I'm, winning, then I'll start making mistakes, or point. Since it's a child, I'm sure I'm pointing out what he can do to beat me,
Where does this piece go? What's this
right
one
over
called?
here. Yeah. Which, and she'll go over all of that and try to teach him some of the tactics. Then probably a lot of it goes over his head. So then she'll adjust and try to just, help him with a little bit. Easy tactics.
I win!
Yes, you did.
You. I'm so good.
You did. That means you're better than everyone here.
I'm the best.
Just in her heart, I don't want to tell him his father is dead.
He actually beat you? Yeah, well, your dad's dead.
At least my dad's alive.
Yeah. One of us has an alive parent.
Oh man.
Karasu would have probably done that, but no, not her. Oh, that's strange. Everybody with a living parent, raise your hand.
No. Put your hand down.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
I'm not that fucked up, but it would be funny.
You're not Al tonight.
Yeah, right.
No, yeah, Al would have said it 100% hands down and not cared. He would have thought he'd do the kid a favor and toughen him up.
Oh, go ahead.
Yep. Oh, no, he would have thought, deep down he was helping him, making him tougher, that's all.
I totally picture Al, turning into the image of the kid's dad just to,
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
He'd be like, it's your fault, son. Just kidding.
Is Al evil?
You live while I died.
Al's chaos.
Let's put it this way. Al is the embodiment of chaos.
Well, chaos doesn't have to be mean.
No, but when you're
have to be.
surrounded by a bunch of good people, you generally tend to be meaner when you're chaos.
We're talking about a character who 9/11 the city of the lovers.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah.
As you guys all just, enjoy your chess and hang out for the evening, he'll probably I don't think he has any human-y food. He definitely was out hunting earlier and ate some, he probably ate a whale or something.
Just have my fancy rations and I'll offer it to the group. I'll let them partake in the fancy rations.
Rich people food.
Yes. As a noble, I have to have certain standards. No, she doesn't.
I want to try some rich people food. Doth will reach over and
she'll make her kind of just
rich
laugh.
People food makes me uncomfortable.
Jean. Go ahead.
Either enjoy your dried hardtack or have something with actual substance and texture.
You see Jean just actually happily eating something for the first time in your entire journey, because this is the rich food that he was brought up on and not the shit that he has been eating.
You see Karasu clacking his hardtack together. I like something that has a little bite to it.
Your choice.
Where you got to hit it with a club or a mallet or soak it in rum for about 3 days for it to finally settle. That's the best food.
Man, why do I really want alcohol-infused beef jerky now? Just put a beef jerky into a bottle of whiskey and then try and eat it later.
Right? Oh man, that sounds good.
Candy, it should work with food too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other things that you'd want to either talk with Atlantygex or each other about before kind of wrapping up and taking your next long rest?
I feel
Does he know anything about the other artifacts that we're looking for?
So you haven't necessarily told him what they were, but if you did tell him about them, he would know of them, but he doesn't necessarily know where they are. He would warn you, though, that the one that you're kind of heading towards next and the one that you're going to kind of up in the very north are probably going to be the hardest ones to get. Like, do you tell him about your dream or your vision, Throgrim?
Yeah.
He's really concerned about you guys going up against a kraken, or a sea monster of some sort. And he'll also mention again too that he's concerned about how you guys are supposed to get to it if it's underwater as well. If none of you guys can really, like, we talked about traversing the ocean, and you guys didn't really. But if it's underwater, you're gonna have to figure out how to breathe underwater, and also fight an underwater creature that's probably pretty fucking terrifying. So he's definitely concerned about that one. And then just with how unknown and dangerous that Aor, or not Aor, but the Isocross, the island of Isocross is, it's pretty fucked up, scary place.
Which island is that?
That is the one where Jean's artifact is, all the way up here.
Well, I have a question for you, Giant Dragon. When I was in my youth, I was a lot stronger. Is there a way that we might maybe enhance our abilities and strength again quickly? Do you know of a way? Or are we just going to have to figure it out? Because
shortcuts.
we have to get those items.
Shortcuts are the longest way around.
So you're saying don't go for them?
You have to if you want to stop the end of the world.
Well,
Let's go carefully.
do you know anyone with the spell for us to all breathe underwater?
Do not. Though we might try and talk with the sea elves.
Tritons, of course.
Sea elves. I'm sure they would know a thing about the ocean.
Tritons can be very scary.
Oh, why's that?
He kind of pauses for a long moment, and you can see he's trying to pick his words carefully, and he goes, "Not to sound like my sweet nephew or anything here, but they are rather animalistic, I guess, at best in nature."
I think you're confusing Tritons with sea elves. They're distinct from each other.
Are they different? I thought they were the same. I apologize. Then I retract all of that. Because I thought a Triton was a sea elf, or did they make them different, or were they never the same? They were like Aquaman shit, right?
Yeah. It looks like they're. I would almost call these more like not quite like a merfolk, but I would call them kind of their own breed or anything else. But yeah, they're distinct from the sea elves. These guys have like kind of webbed toes and feet and like fishy little what's it called? The little ridge thing. Yeah. It's and like almost like flippers and stuff that kind of come out of their calves, whereas like the sea elves are basically like elves that live in the ocean and underwater, or in a lot more coastal areas.
Alrighty, my bad. I retract all of that. Cut that one out, Sarah.
Yeah, that's Triton.
Well, I apologize.
Sea elves look a lot like them.
Very similar.
Well, I don't know what's going on in this picture. Like, this is one of the first ones that popped up of a sea elf.
What?
He's stabbing something.
Yeah.
Just a little stabby stab.
She's fighting. Yeah, they do look a lot alike.
All right. Anything else that you guys wanted to discuss before wrapping up and going to bed?
So the plan is to head towards the one over on the east then next.
That was your current plan. Is that still the plan for you guys?
I mean, whichever one he thinks is safest.
It is the closest.
I don't know that there are any safe paths at this point. And just a little meta knowledge for you guys. These ones were like the two that I kind of have that are on the easier ones with the monsters that you're facing. The other ones just get a little bit tougher in scale as you go along. Yeah, if that's it for you guys, you can go ahead and take that next long rest, and then the following morning he will transport you guys all to Draconia while you can ride on his back. Just a little bit of dragon riding, which I'm sure is a absolute thrill for almost everybody involved. And arriving in Draconia, you'll drop the kid off. Is there anything that you guys would want to do in Draconia? Say it's probably around noon by the time you guys get there.
Rally up supplies.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about, since I'm not strong enough for my chainmail armor, I should probably, or since I don't have the feet for it either, I should probably get some type of medium armor traded in.
I'm sure Rava could recommend a good armor smith or like a blacksmith in town.
Yeah.
Especially with her fancy armor.
Of course.
Since I have no money, does she think he'd be willing to trade a chainmail for it?
I suppose it's his business, though, so it'd be better to ask him. But I'll be there with you, and hopefully we can get you a good deal.
Isn't Rava rich enough just to buy this for him? Come on.
Yeah, I guess to be fair, I was looking at my gold that says 38 because I just took what the D&D, the Roll20 gave me, but you're right, I am a noble. So never mind. You know, since you're fighting the end of the world, I'll get you some armor.
All right.
By the way, I wanted to say before the kid took off, Karasi was going to grab him by the shoulder and kneel down and be like, "Young lad, I want you to have this." And he's going to tear up a little. "I made this bow, and it got me through the years." And he's gonna hand him his old longbow.
Aw.
That's sweet.
I imagine since it's a longbow, it's like twice the size of this kid. He's like,
Yeah.
It's like longer than he is.
But Rava
And
touches a
Karasi's
hand
gonna-
to her heart.
Karassi's gonna look at him and be like, "You'll grow into it."
We'll make sure to teach you how to use it.
Hey, question.
What?
Silence.
Was there a question?
I
certainly didn't hear a question.
I thought someone said question.
Yeah.
Jay said it, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, I said that to my coworker.
Oh, no worries.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I'll take a half plate armor if this is accurate.
Easy enough. Let me just check. What's your strength?
It is 13.
I think you should be good, but yeah, you're good to go.
Alrighty, thank you.
Right, and yeah, you guys can stock up on rations. Rava, are you funding their trip?
Yeah,
further?
I will.
I'd say you guys can all just add like a health potion too. Potions of healing. And you guys will fly out of Draconia on the dragon's back, and that's where we're wrapping up today. So as I mentioned earlier, definitely do your level up. I want you guys to get a little bit more strong.
All right.
Well, wish them a fair journey and cherish their memories, because they're obviously all gonna die.
I'll save the kid. It'll be okay.
Ooh. I get Stunning Strike at level 5 on Rain.
Oh, she doesn't level up.
That's mean.
That is fighting words.
How's her journey going?
You say that like you're ever going to play Rain again.
Right.
Go ahead and roll me another stealth check, and we'll see how their day 2 went. Day 6, I think, 4, somewhere around there.
Woo, not bad.
Yeah, she's still making her way through the woods with Squill by her side. Squill is probably annoying you at this point by the amount of times that she's sung "Send Me on My Way."
I think actually the annoyance would, in a way, help ground her, because she's got the fucking knife constantly telling her to hurt Squill and stuff. You know?
It is actually singing along with Squill, so even when Squill is quiet, it's singing Rusted Root in your head.
Then never mind, maybe she's just fucking...
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. She's just hating life right now. But I remember you had mentioned that it was trying to influence her, so I feel like every night she is writing down things like, Not
necessarily influence you. It's a chaotic demon that's trapped inside the soul of the knife.
Yeah.
So it just likes to fuck with you more than anything else. It is...
Until that knife takes a holy shot.
Yeah, after the kill Squill comment and you saved for it, like it just pass that on and he's on to the next thing, you know?
Yeah, but the fact that I have to make those like rolls, I think she started like just listing things every night, like, I don't want to hurt Squill. I don't want to kill random people. I feel guilty for killing Gyatso and Uni. I miss Zephyr. Like, just these things, and then she repeats that over and over again just to be like, this is who I am, not this other voice.
Trying to ground herself just a little bit.
Yeah. Teach Squill more Tai Chi type stuff and make a little monk out of this goblin.
I do, at least.
Well, until you kill her.
Yeah, of course.
You monster.
Apparently. I saw the tablet. I'm fucked. I am probably going to need a little explanation on some of these stick figures, because I am just being stupid while I stare at them.
Yeah.
So the one that looks like it's having a good time... What's that supposed to be?
It's supposed to have a belt kind of standing out.
Okay.
So that grows right there.
Okay, so these are the different artifacts then.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I noticed there's the spear in there.
Spear?
Yeah, it looks like a spear or a claymore.
Something that's long. Could be a staff.
Oh. Yeah, that's the staff. That's the one that Doth saw in his vision. And the one that Rain would have seen in her vision if it didn't get hijacked.
Yeah. Now that I know these... Yeah, the
bow is obvious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the one kind of across from the bow top right is the mace that kind of has the glowing sun at the top of it.
Gotcha.
And then at the bottom, those are supposed to signify the gauntlets for John.
Okay. Cool.
I wanted to make it better, but I drew that in like 30 seconds. It's beautiful.
No, you're fine.